Look at this face. To some, it's the face of a fierce gladiator. To others, it's a nanny dog that snores louder than a freight train. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier, or the Staffy, is perhaps the most misunderstood breed in the canine world. Today, we're peeling back the layers of muscle and myth. We're going from the dark pits of 19th century Britain to the living room sofas of the modern day. Whether you call them nanny dogs, athletic powerhouses, or velvet hippos, one thing is certain. Once a Staffy enters your life, you'll lose your heart to the breed and your personal space is gone forever. So let's dive in. To understand the Staffy, we have to go back to the Black Country of England in the early 1800s. It was a gritty time and life was hard. The breed was originally forged by crossing the heavy, lumbering Old English Bulldog with nimble, feisty terriers. The goal? To create a dog with the gameness of a terrier and the strength of a bulldog. Originally, they were used for blood sports like bull baiting. When those were banned though in 1835, the sport of dog fighting, if it can be called that, moved underground into the pits. It's a dark chapter of both human and Staffy history, but there is no denying it's where the breed's legendary physical courage and high pain tolerance come from. However, there's a twist. Because these dogs were handled so closely by humans in high stress environments, any dog that showed aggression towards a person was immediately culled. This paradox created a breed that was incredibly tough with other animals, but unusually obsessed with human companionship and loyalty. By the early 20th century, the pits were fading and the Staffy was looking for a new job. In 1935, the Kennel Club in the UK officially recognised the breed. Men like Joe Mallon, who owned the famous Gentleman Gym, and Tom Walls worked tirelessly to standardise the look. That broad skull, the distinct stop, and those rose or half-pricked ears. They weren't just fighting dogs anymore. They were the working man's pride. In the cramped terraced houses of the English Midlands, space was tight. You needed a dog that was small enough to fit by the fire, tough enough to keep the rats away, and gentle enough to sleep in a bed with 3 kids. This is where the Nanny Dog nickname began to take root. So, what makes a Staffy a Staffy? Physically, they are the bodybuilders of the dog world. They are all fast twitch muscle, fibre and bone density. If a Staffy accidentally bumps into your coffee table, the coffee table usually loses. The head, broad and deep, with a highly developed cheek muscles, that's where the smile comes from. The coat, short, smooth and very low maintenance, though they do shed like tiny needles. The energy, they have 2 modes, full out mental, doing zoomies and trying to persuade you to join them in a pulling match, and flat out, either in a warm spot they've found or more likely lying on you like a large bag of lead. There is no middle ground. But their most famous trait is their temperament. They are people obsessed. A Staffy doesn't just want to be in the room with you, they want to be inside your skin. They love their families, want to be involved with everything. They are famously vocal too, not just barking, but huffing, puffing and singing to tell you exactly how they feel. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the Staffy faced a new challenge, a PR crisis, caused by misidentification and irresponsible ownership, led to a largely unearned bad reputation as an aggressive dog in many parts of the world. But the tide is turning. Today, Staffies are consistently ranked amongst the most popular breeds in the UK and Australia. They're being used as therapy dogs, search and rescue animals, and even in scent detection. Owners are fighting back against the tough dog image, with social media accounts showing what they're really like. Sensitive souls who are afraid of the rain and vacuums. If anything, they are one of the softest and most tolerant breeds around people. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier has travelled a long road from the industrial pits to our pillows. They are a testament to the fact that history doesn't have to define your future. They require training, boundaries, and a lot of chew toys, but in return, they offer a level of loyalty that is frankly unmatched. If you want a dog that will love you with 110% of its being, the Staffy might just be the one. Thanks for watching, and if you are a Staffy owner, tell us your favourite Nanny Dog story in the comments. Bye bye.